What's up, my good peoples and my Judies? How the heck are you guys? I am in such a marvelous mood. Let me tell you. I am just like, look, the sun is trying to, oh, come on, bless me with the sun, Father God. Yes. Now, you know what? I'm just here chit-chatting with you guys. And I cuss. I just want you guys to know that. And I speak about God too. I'm human. And I also smoke cigs. These are cigarettes. Anywho, I'm coming on here to tell you guys how much I am so blessed. And I am in such a good mood. Today is June 7th, 2022. Last year on this very day, we buried my son. We laid him to rest in the ground, and we said our final goodbyes to him. And I spoke about him on previous videos, and I told you guys, the grieving process. And May 15th was his birthday, and he was taken away from me May 25th of last year. And that was a rough time. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It was very hard for me. I went to Chicago to celebrate his birthday with my other children and my grandkids. And today, I was the build up of today was like, how am I going to handle it? Well, let me tell you how I handle it, you guys. Last night I had a dream about my boy. Yes, I did. I had a dream about him. Now let me tell you guys, I don't fool around with spirits, ghosts, and I know, I'm that sister that'll sit here and be looking straight, and I see something move on the side. I'm not looking. I'm keeping my eyes straight. I'm not about to play with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't entertain the spirits. I don't talk to the spirits. I feel like this: if you don't mess with the spirits, they won't mess with you. And my son knows that. But a couple of days after he passed away, I was in my kitchen when I was in Chicago. I was in the kitchen, and the way my back is set up, people's that lives above me, they will go up to go up the back stairs, and the way my window is, you cannot see a shadow of anybody going upstairs. This is my right hand to God. This is truly what happened. And I was washing dishes in deep thought, just in deep thought. I can't even remember what it was I was thinking about, but when I'm cleaning, it's therapeutic for me. It gets my mind right, and I think I was more so focused on either what I was gonna wear or whatever. And I saw a shadow on the wall of a boy, a man. It was my son's silhouette. And I looked, and when I turned, to my left, it was gone. So I said, okay. So I'm back to washing dishes, you guys. I'm back to washing dishes, and I saw it happen. It came again. I said, son, now I don't play around with the spirits. I said, if you want to come and visit your mama, you better holler at her in her dreams. You know what I'm saying? I was so serious about that. I'm like, I'm gonna continue to wash these dishes, boy. You better talk to me in my sleep. I ain't playing with the spirits. I don't do that. But after his funeral and everything, and when all the phone calls stopped, I was by myself, and I didn't have no one to talk to, and now I'm missing him, and I'm grieving hard. And the thing was, when he was killed, we was not able to see him. We was not able to see his body. We had a closed casket and all of that good stuff, so I didn't get to see my son's hands. He has like these beautiful hands. And I was just crying out, like, I want to see my son. I'm just crying out, and I went to sleep, and God allowed me to dream about my boy, you guys. He did. And in this dream, he was just standing there. He was not saying anything to me. He was just standing there. And I was able to lay my head on his chest, because my two boys are taller than me. So every time I hug them or I be with them, I like to lay my head on their chest, or just, hug them, and I'm right there with it. And I was able to do that. I was able to, hold my son's hands, and I was able to look at him. It was just so real. It was so real, you guys. It was like I was right there. And the funny thing is, he didn't say anything. He just smiled. He just held me tight. But he didn't say anything, and I'm just looking up, talking to him. I'm just talking to him. He didn't say nothing. Now, my son, he has long dreads. But in this dream, his dreads were short. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But they were short. And I was just trying to talk to him, and he wouldn't say anything. And I had my cell phone, and I remember just holding my cell phone up in this dream, and I was trying to show him pictures of his daughter, because when he was killed, she was little bitty tame. Now she's, walking around, and she's saying dada, and she sees his picture, and she say dada. She know who her father is. Oh, Lord. Anywho, I was trying to show him pictures, and the phone was just gray. It was just staticky. It just would not work. And somebody in my dream was like, he can't see it. He can't see. You can't show him that. And I was like, what are you saying? I gotta show him, because it was like I was trying to hurry up and do it before it was time for him to go. And he didn't say anything. So I woke up, and I was crying, but I felt peace, because I was actually able to hug my boy. I was actually able to, hold his hands and talk to him, and just put my hands in his face, just touch his face. I was able to do this. And I didn't tell nobody about this dream. I kept that to myself. And one of my daughters, her best friend came to see me, and he had just lost someone. And I was asking him how he was, and we were talking, and then I had just so happened to told him about the dream. And he was telling me, it wasn't meant for you to hear his voice. God only gives you so much. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't want to question God, but I'm like, well, why would you only just give me that? Why I couldn't hear my son's voice? Why I couldn't hear him telling me he loved me or anything? And he was like, God only gives you so much, because, this is what he said to me, and it made so much sense. I'm trying to remember what exactly, I can't say word for word, but the things that I got from it, he was just saying, if God allowed everyone to see their loved ones when they go to sleep and be able to talk to them and all of that, they would spend most of their time sleeping. They wouldn't live. They would want to go to sleep all the time just to hear, your mom, your father, your aunties, whoever passed away that you were so close to. You wouldn't live. You would just want to sleep. So God only allowed me to just see the things, and he only allowed me to get the things that I really asked for. And that was to see my son, to lay my head on my son's chest, and to hold his hands and see his hands. It wasn't for me to show him pictures of his child. It wasn't for me to hear him say, I love you. And when he told me that, I was like, wow. Come on, God. Wow. These are things that I was hurting for. These are things that I wanted, I was robbed the opportunity to have these things. Now, trust me, every time my boy comes around, I'm always hugging on him. I'm always, seeing him. When my last time seeing him, which was before his birthday, it was actually Mother's Day was the last time I saw him. I got the opportunity to, love him. We didn't have bad blood. We didn't have bad energy. We were okay. So God gave me that. And I took that, and I was so grateful for that. I remember the day that he passed away, I was trying my best to get just a voicemail. I couldn't find a voicemail. I could not find a voicemail. Guys, I could not hear my son's voice. The day after I had that dream, I picked myself up and was like, you know what, CoCo, you got to get it together. You got to get back right. You got to get it together. And I exercised. I did yoga. I cleaned up my room. I meditated, and I went downstairs to a restaurant to get me something to eat. And I had a missed call, a message on my phone. And as I'm waiting for my food, I was looking at it, and I scrolled up, and Lord behold, I had a voicemail from my son, and it was dated May 11th, the day after, 2 days after Mother's Day. And he said, "Mom, this is your son. I'm missing you already. Love you. Call me later." Come on. You can't tell me that I didn't get what I needed. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't get what I needed. I got that. And that was after I said my final goodbyes to my son and the things that I wanted. I got that. Come on, God. Come on. So with all that being said, today marks a whole year that I said my goodbyes to my boy last year. And I was, the build up, the anticipation of how I was going to handle it was there, but I didn't focus on it. So last night, June 6th, I had a dream. I had a dream, guys. I don't dream about my son like that. I dreamed about him that one time, and this time I had a dream about him. And I was at my old apartment on the east side of Chicago. And I was on the phone with this guy. And I was telling him to come see me. Now, back in the day when I had mail company, my kids were asleep. And my mail company comes, they have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning because you could never... You had to leave before that, or you had to leave at 6 o'clock, because I don't want my children waking up seeing some man in my bed. If you're not my husband, my boyfriend, if you just some little, fuckable, you're not gonna be in my bed. So I was having the guys come, and Lord behold, I didn't want to say his name, but my son, he was standing in the hallway. This boy was no more than like 10, maybe 10 or 12 years old. And at this time, when he passed away, he was 21, and he had long dreads. So this was my baby boy. His hair was low, and he had his waves, his little earring in his ear. And the man wanted to stop and talk to my son, and I was trying to push him in the room so that my boy wouldn't see him. But as I pushed the man in the room, I'm talking to my boy. I'm trying to, go on in your room. He said, "Ma, you sure know how to pick them." I don't want to tell you the name that he called this man, because it was quite disrespectful. But I don't want to disrespect nobody. But I was like, "What, boy? What you talking about?" And I was laughing. I was laughing in my dream, but I was also laughing in my sleep, because I felt that. And we, even though the man was in the room, but I wound up sitting down having a whole conversation with my son, my young prince, okay? I was sitting there having a whole conversation with this fella, and he was just telling me about Mom. You always picking them. You're always picking them. You're picking them wrong. You're picking the same ones, even though they may seem different, but they're the same ones. Ma, he was just having this young man, but my little prince that I'm looking at, having this conversation with me, guys. And let me tell you something. 95% of my relationship was horrible. They were terrible. I am not going to lie to you. They were. But I never took that out on my young men. I never took that out on my two boys. No, I did not. I raised my young kings the way I wanted to. How am I going to say this here? I raised them to respect women. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't teach them how to be a man, but I could teach them some things. They're boys. I couldn't teach them how to stand up and take a piss, but hell, I could stand up and take one too, so I could do the best that I can. I raised my boys to treat women like I want men to treat me. So they were very well respected. And that's why they are so protected over their mom, their queen. So by my young prince having this conversation with me as I'm sitting there having this talk with him in my dream, I was like, boy, you know what? You are in heaven, and you are still, still giving me hell. But in a good way. You still checking your mama, and you still making sure she is okay. And I love him for that. And I love God for that, because I would have been so messed up. I would have been so messed up by it still being fresh that he passed away. But for this boy to visit me in my dream, not as a king, but as a young prince, still like, mama, no. That person you got, that person you got in the room, no. So stupid. But I appreciate that. I really truly appreciate that moment, that dream that I had. So that allowed me to wake up and be in the best mood ever. So how am I handling a year of me having to say goodbye to my son? I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. I am okay that my son visited me in my dreams in the time that I needed him. I'm okay for him having that conversation with me when I needed that conversation, because I am ready to be somebody's woman. I am ready to crown some man my king. And my son gave me the conversation that I needed to let me know, mama, you good. You are so good. You are so ready. You got this. You know, like he say, I'm already knowing. My OG got this. I hated him calling me an OG, even though it was like his old, I don't know, old girl, but I'm thinking old gangster. I don't know. But anyway, you know, my son treated me better than his father, treated me better than any of my ex-men. He even treated me better than my own father. That's a true story. You know, I love my boy. So, this video is not a sad video. It is a positive video, because, you know, I know a lot of mothers who have lost their children, especially their black sons, you know, their black kings. I know this, and it was like right after mine. My best friend lost hers. Right after that, a co-worker of mine lost hers, and a couple of other friends of mine lost their kids, their sons, or, you know, their daughters. But to lose a child is very painful, you know. It's very, very painful. And my best friend said, you know, I'm gonna tell you this here. I know for a fact, my whole, like I said in my video, my broken damage, I am broken because of the loss of my son. And I'm gonna tell you this here, that hole could never be filled. It could never be filled. And my best friend told me, you know, you'll never get over it. You'll always hurt, but you will learn to cope with it. Again, I'm still trying to process that, but everybody handle things differently, and I must say I'm handling very well. I am. It's rough sometimes, but I don't want to say I'm learning to deal with it, because I will never learn to deal with it, but I am learning to hold my wings up high, because I say I'm a mother with wings right now. I don't like it. I didn't want it. You know, my son gained his wings. He's with God. You know, he's amongst the other angels. I want to be selfish, but I can't. And I had to continue to live. So I'm okay. CoCo is okay. And today is a good day. So, you know, long live my son in heaven. Long live. I will keep smiling, my boy. I will keep moving on. I will keep, you know, I will keep your name. Because no one would ever forget you. Especially if I'm on this earth, I'm stumping the yard, I'm out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure no one will forget you. You are my son. You are my king. You are my angel. You are my life. You are my heart. And so is your baby girl. So, y'all, hey, CoCo was good. Today was a good day. And I said goodbye to my son last year on this day, but he will never be forgotten. So, you guys, I appreciate you all taking this time, hearing my voice, and hearing my little story, and, you know, just having me rip and run, you know, run with my mouth. But I told y'all, if you all rocking with me, you guys gonna rock with me with my walk and my journey. Ooh, bars. Anywho, you guys have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever. Thank God that you woke up, and thank God that you are able to live and breathe. You guys have a good one. Don't forget to thumbs up me. Don't forget to like. That's still like, right? Yeah. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Continue to take this walk with me. Come. See y'all later.
Mom, this is your over the sun. Please call me back, love. I miss you already. Talk to you later. Call me back as soon as you get this message, Mom.